Where's Will?
Well, one of my favorite shows that I've ever seen.
True fact.
Hosted by the coolest guy, and he's never mean.
Prove it.
He's super creative, and he's always on stream.
Except for this whole week.
He's really funny. You know what I mean? It's the
Explain.
Nerdy Effect 3.0.
3.0.
Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0.
Not the dose.
Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. Yeah, if you like the nerdy toys and all the comic books, you should check out his show. Take a look.
Come on, Dad, up our
He's got a million toys that he will play with.
Twice.
He'll show them off to you so you can see it. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0.
Not the dose.
Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. Yeah, Chizzy, he is a amazing guy.
Oh, I like
He is
him.
super quick-witted. He can think on the fly.
Like
And
toast.
if you want a challenge, then you should stop by. He'll take random characters and make them fight.
We all know it's so hella tight.
Nerdy Effect 3.0.
Oh, tight.
Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a big shout out.
Woohoo.
Nerdy Effect, it's what it's about. It is so nerdy in every single way. Nerdy Effect, I can watch him all day. Nerdy Effect 3.0.
3.0.
Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows, and it's great.
Woohoo.
What's up, Affected? Welcome to the Nerdy Effect 3.0. It is Friday, more specifically, Fist Bump Friday,
There's
or
an S in that word.
if you are an Instagram follower, it is Shower Friday. Because I've noticed a lot of you people out there are dirty, dirty bastards, and you know what you need to do? Get your asses in the shower and use a little scrubby scrub and get up there and clean yourself, because I know there are some crevices you have not cleaned. Speaking of that, that's a little weird, but also, let me get back to why I'm not here. Shirt man, that's right, Batman.
Be a voice actor.
The reason I wasn't here Monday is because I really wasn't feeling good, and honestly, to be 100% with you, I am really not feeling that well.
I feel a lot better.
A lot of this is cocaine and stripper glitter. That's pretty much what gets me going for every show, so that's why I decided to get on, because I know not only did you guys miss me, but I missed you as well. I really like doing this show. It's fun for me. It is something that I truly enjoy. It's what? Mr. Raven 6. But yes, it is Friday. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. And let me start off very simply. There is no flag today because this is not going to be a typical normal show.
Uh-oh.
I thought about it long and hard. And I don't feel up to it. Like, I don't think that I could give the amount of energy that it requires to do this for 2 solid hours. More pineapple juice, yeah. So what I decided to do was basically just put on the best show possible, and what we're going to do tonight is we're going to talk about comic books, mainly comic books in my collection. This serves 2 purposes. Number 1, it slows down the show, which is fine, so if you want to just sit back, chill, and see what I've got, maybe you've seen it before, maybe you're new to the show. And number 2, it gives my voice kind of a rest. I don't have to keep talking as fast as possible to keep up with everybody. So yeah, we're just going to kick back, we're going to lean back, we're going to talk about what's in the comics. That's the first thing that it works for. Number 2, it works for, it helps me know what the hell I have. I want to I want to like make my collection whole. And I know that there's a few here and there issues that I don't have, and honestly, I don't know what they are. So I need to figure out which one they are. And in the process, you guys get to see what I have. Number 2, I get to start a list and get things correct. What is going on, Yoda? How you doing? I missed you guys. And where is the Naked Lady Friday special? That is on Ustream. Just seeing you makes us happy. Well, you know, the good thing is that now me and you can get married in your state. But I have been rambling for a bit too long. It is still technically a normal show, so we do have an ultra random brawl to get to, and our first one is a VHS tape and a barbecue. So, what do you like? Do you like to eat? Do you like to reminisce in classic form?
Hey, look, it's not Nick.
What up? I'm late.
Because a certain Nick beat a certain not Nick, so he gets to have his name today.
That's right. So before we get into the comic book showing, which is pretty much going to slow down the show, I want to do this because I did end up getting my Pop in a Box today. My Pop in a Box came. If you guys do not know, if you're a huge pop collector like I am, this is an amazing subscription box.
Don't let him fool you, Yoda. We don't know what normal is either.
Basically, Pop in a Box, they don't pay me, and I pretty much pay them a lot of money, but their pops are pretty much at standard rate. I pay $32.54 for 3 pops a month.
I'm sure there is somewhere.
If you break that down, that's almost $9 a piece, and sometimes you get exclusives that are only to certain crates or certain stores. So in order to get the Pop in a Box, it's pretty smart to do, and the shipping is free. So anyway, let's find out what we got. I don't know.
Fox would really like these pops. He should really start collecting them.
I know, he really would. What's a pop? So let's find out what we got. I don't know. I did not take a look. They packaged it really... Normally they package it really nice. This time they didn't package it quite as nice. They kind of just shoved pops in and then just went, here's some packing. But this works out anyway. Pop in a Box are fantastic for international shipping. Very glorious. So the first one we got...
Bobby Ladden. Bobby. What'd you get? That's a Catwoman. I can tell by the head.
Yeah.
And it's Anne Hathaway Catwoman.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's Julie Newmar Catwoman.
This is the Julie Newmar Catwoman, and you can't see it, but she's sparkly.
Wow.
Like her mask, hang on, her mask and her entire body are this glitter form. So she goes amazing with my Cesar Romero.
Gimme.
There you go. Take a look at that.
That's gonna be I'm gonna consider this my pop.
Number 2 in the box is the Adam West Batman.
Aw, you got the whole collection.
I got the whole. Oh, I got the ones that I really want.
Yeah.
I didn't get Robin, which it's all right if I don't. I don't really care. Liswitz, what's going on, my man? So there is.
I've had caffeine today.
There is the Adam West Batman from the pop, and then the last one they got. This one's pretty cool. It's got a smudge on the screen. Is Batman Beyond. So this was a total. Listen, I put this shirt on because it was hanging over my camera.
And just happens to be.
It just happened to be a Batman themed Pop in a Box. So
see,
3 pops.
You do have a theme tonight.
I do have a theme tonight. It's Batman, but I'm going to be talking about Spider-Man strictly. Julie Woman now. That's tight. Yes, it is. So this is Pop in a Box. Basically, you get on their website and you can actually sort of categorize what pops you collect. If you like the TV sitcoms, or if you like the movies, or you like the cartoons, or whatever.
I like Trenzorg's conspiracy theory that somebody who packs these boxes picks them out for you because they like your show.
I would love that. I really would.
Fun?
Well, they did. They sent me the Marty McFly exclusive.
I know.
So yeah,
it seems
cool. It seems possible. So yeah, tonight I wore the Batman shirt just because it was sitting there and I wanted to wear it, and I ended up getting the Batman Beyond pop, which I am going to open that. I ended up getting the Adam West pop, which goes really well with this Cesar Romero. I believe we showed this on last Friday's show, which is this one. So now we got these two. And then the final one to make it complete is the Julie Newmar Catwoman.
I like the Julie Newmar.
And I don't know if she comes standard like that or that's some kind of special one, but she's like this green glitter mask. I don't know if she's supposed to be in black or not. Generally, there's an exclusive sticker if she's supposed to be.
If you watch the show, I mean, her suit was glittery.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exclusive or not.
I don't know.
Sometimes it is. Hello, everybody. Mr. Skywalker, how are you doing?
Coinso.
What is going on, one lad? How you doing? So we picked up these 3 right there. Just because they look good in the box and they are kind of a set, I'm not going to open these strictly on principle. But
Rather says that's standard.
That's standard. Okay.
And Trenzorg agrees.
I didn't know, but it doesn't matter to me. Earthquake. since we haven't opened a pop, we might as well open up the Batman Beyond, mainly because it has this white paint smudge up there. And so that makes the box useless, correct? Mrs. Angelic Devil, I saw you earlier. How are you doing, Creeper?
She was
I've missed
creeping
you.
in during the song.
I saw her, but I've missed you so much. Get that out of the way.
No, see, I like Eartha Kitt because she can do that, like, purring meow thing, but Julie Newmar all the way. Love her.
Killer Quinso. So there's Batman Beyond out the box. It's pretty standard size pop. I mean, the only thing that's different is it has the ears on it, and then it has the, like, the gauntlet fins, and that's pretty much it. It's just a standard paint job. But overall, it's still Batman Beyond, which if you haven't seen the cartoon series from the 90s, it is awesome. It is really, really good. Heartache. Look, I've opened all these. Why does this one hurt your heart the most? So there is Batman Beyond out. And you know what? He's just going to hang out with 6 because I didn't have a chance to put her up yet. So there you go.
Toaster.
Yeah, so we got a toaster and Batman. That works for some reason, right? Eartha Kitt just makes me think of Eddie Murphy and Boomerang. Eartha Kitt makes me think of... You ready? Ernest. Over last weekend, I picked up this Ernest doll. I didn't know that this even existed. I had no idea till it did, and I saw it
on Instagram. Fatality, I want to hear it.
I saw it there, and I'm like, you know what? I don't care what the price is. I gotta have it. He's missing his hat, but that's fine by me. So you guys got to listen real closely.
I love you. I love you.
Oh.
I love you. Know what I mean, Bert? Know what I mean?
I say that all the freaking time.
I know, right? So this is actually an official Ernest doll. I believe it's from 1988 or 89. I'm not exactly sure, but
he still works.
It's in that realm. He kind of works. It's not bad. It's one of those things that I'm not going to play with much. That's pretty much the only time I'm ever going to do that. And he's definitely going to go on this shelf back here because I'm a huge Ernest fan. I love Jim Varney. He's part of my childhood.
Who doesn't like Jim Varney?
And I love the Ernest movies in general. So anyway, as soon as I saw this, I didn't care what the price was. I was like, you give me this right now. So anyway, the reason that Eartha Kitt and Ernest have the connection is Ernest Scared Stupid. Eartha Kitt was actually in Ernest Scared Stupid. So there you go. There's a little bit of trivia knowledge for you. So there is my Ernest. This is definitely a doll. I can't call this a figure.
Nah,
this
is a doll.
This is definitely a doll. But he still works for the most part.
He's cool.
1989. Yeah. Made in China. How crazy is that some Chinese kid or whatever in a sweatshop made this? He's like, who the hell is this guy? I don't know why he sounds like that, but why am I stamping Ernest on his chest? So anyway, used to scare me as a child. What? Fatality? You know what? We can't be friends no more. No, that's it. That's it. We connect on all these levels, but you getting scared by Ernest? Nope. What's going on, Cody? How you doing? Knock. Doing good. How about you, Fatality? Fatality's running the woman gambit in here. Every time I have a show, he's just like, ooh, woman. It doesn't matter who it is. Sometimes he gets DMK mixed up with a woman, and he goes for that as well. Anyway, I have missed you guys. I'm sorry I wasn't here for Monday, and of course, we have stopped the Wednesday show for the foreseeable future. I have one more thing that I need to open up. I got this package, and this is 100% blamed upon Moneymaker. I haven't opened it. I know what it is, but I wanted to have my initial first reaction because I've only seen the picture of it on eBay. And honestly, until Moneymaker stream, I didn't even know it existed. Who's Ernest? Well, you're definitely too young to know, so that you get a pass on it. Nerdy, what price range did you pay for the Teddy Ruxpin? My Teddy Ruxpin, who has vanished... I don't know where Teddy Ruxpin is. I believe I paid $20 for him.
But he's also busted.
Well, the thing is that when I bought it at a flea market, and I asked the lady, I said, does he work without any batteries in it? She said, yes, it does work. And I said, all right, well, $20 is fine for the Teddy Ruxpin itself. It turns out that he does still play the tapes, but his mouth doesn't move and his eyes don't move. So it's technically a non-working Teddy Ruxpin, even though the tape still plays. So I paid $20 for it. You have a package built for you. You have a package being built for you.
He's gonna
by who? Elves or the Chinese people we referenced earlier for the Ernest?
Probably the parrot.
Wait, what? I'm a woman, looks down?
That's James. James has the parrot.
Yay! I get a pass. Yes, you do. You're definitely too young to understand who Ernest is. I believe he passed away in 2002 or 2003. So you were probably, 8 then? Angelic Devil, I'm good. Just walking. Just waking? Just waking up.
Waking
Oh, why are you just waking up?
Because he...
Christian Lopez, how are you doing? It's going good. So anyway, Moneymaker, on his show, he showed some cards. He showed these particular cards, actually. These are the Monsters of the Gridiron by Coca-Cola from 1994. He showed his collection, and it was just interesting. So I decided to buy a couple of them. Oh, wrong one. So I decided to buy a couple packs. We opened a few of them, and this is the result is like actual football players like Marshall Faulk dressed up in Halloween costumes like the Missile. Like, this is not Photoshop. This is way before Photoshop. Like, they had to put these goofy outfits on and dress up like it. Anyway, interesting concept. I didn't think a lot of people knew about it, so I had to have it for my collection. That being said, it's made by Coca-Cola, so Coca-Cola decided to branch out and hit every spectrum they can. So not only do they hit baseball cards or football cards in general, they also made pins. And I'm a pin collector. I actually have an entire NASA pin collection. I don't know if I ever showed it on the show. Eventually I will. If I have it. You bought more? Maybe. Yeah, more monsters. Yeah, really. I know who he is, and he's older than me.
Angelica's older than Shy Guy.
Oh, okay.
But Shy Guy knows who Ernest is.
Ah, gotcha. So anyway, I decided to pick up a pin because I am kind of a pin whore. I really like pins. I don't know why. I don't know. At least they're not brooches, right?
Vitality was scared of Ernest because his uncle had the poster with his face where it's just like zoomed in concave on his face where he's making a big old smile. Which I can see where that was going to scare a small child.
My little leprechaun minions helping me, of course. That's awesome. That's awesome. Do they have belt buckles on their shoes as well? That one guy, what's going on? You apparently don't know how to use capital letters.
Oh.
Aww.
Let's do a crowd.
Aww. So anyway, I decided to pick up the Raider pin, and this is the Raider pin. I don't know. It's just one of those things to me personally. I'm like, you know what? It's kind of cool. I think I paid $2 for it for something made in 1994. So there it is, a little Raider pin. I'm probably gonna stash it back here on this shelf. I have a polo chocolate. I enjoy. But this shelf right here, this particular shelf right here is kind of like my shelf. Like up here is like DVDs, and other little toys and stuff, and down here is like more toys. But like this is all like personal items. Like up here has there's a cow that I really like, and there's my silver tooth is up there. Just weird random stuff. There's that giant pear I had. Something fell. That was weird. I know which poster you're talking about. How sad is that?
You're showing your age.
All they want in Hollywood. Pines. Where's my pizza? What did Liswood say that was so hilarious?
He wants to borrow Transorg's minions.
Oh, well, yeah, he could definitely use them for it. But anyway, if you guys have not voted, make sure you vote with them capital letters. Don't do it like that one guy did. Make sure you type it in with them capital letters, and then the barbecue, see, it's got them capital letters at the end. That's how you vote on YouTube. You remember when Hardee's gave out Super Bowl pins? Not particularly, no, but I'm sure they did. When I was little. No, we didn't have a Hardee's really around much.
Well, we had Hardee's and then they closed it, and then it.
You have heartburn yet? I have heartburn all the time when I had my gallbladder removed. It's pretty much instantaneous afterwards. Yeah. Tandis, how you guys doing? Thank you too much. Thank you so much for tuning in from work.
That's the fun part of losing your gallbladder. You will have heartburn. Period.
Yeah, I better stop while I'm ahead, huh? Why does Yoda need to stop?
Because she's showing her age. He's showing their age.
Oh, okay. No, you're right.
Knowing exactly.
They do have belt buckles on their shoes. They click their heels and they're done. Ching, ching. Oh, sorry I missed. No, I just got to give you hell. That's just part of it. Gall. There, he's got it right. Mr. Joker 87, how are you doing, man? Hopefully you're staying safe out in the streets, man. But I absolutely love that you're starting to post more and more on Instagram. That's the reason I like Instagram. I get to see like part of your lives. I feel like you guys get to see way too much of me, and I don't get to see enough of you. But that man right there, Joker 87, if you don't follow him, you need to follow him. It's really awesome. It's pretty cool how he does the motorcycle videos and stuff. It's awesome. So thank you so much for stopping in, man, and be safe.
Say hi to Young Mommy. And look, it's a Motherwolf.
Young Mommy, your momminess, what are you doing in here? And
Motherwolf with his fake second.
What? There he is. I think my uncle still has that poster. Well, awesome. There you go. When Doves Cry poster. Keep that. Don't get rid of that.
No, please.
There's a hobby store around me. What does this one say? A hobby store?
There's a whole bunch of pins for a good price. Oh, like, I guess
Pins
just
of-
like cool pins.
Pins of what, though? That's my question.
I think, like, pins.
Uh-oh, it's over. I have my Jack X. What's
her Harkness.
Oh. Ooh,
What Jack
Motor
do we
Vixen.
talk about?
We talk about a lot of Jacks. Jack be nimble, and then everything Jack on damn Listwitch show, because he's like, Jack?
Number one in Jack's list, in Listwit's list of Jacks is Jack Harkness, and you better make a list, and Jack Harkness better be on it. You're asking for ideas for your lists?
I have no gallbladder.
Jacks.
You have no gallbladder? Did you get yours removed, or did you just born without one? Can
No,
I ask
I
a favor from everyone?
Okay.
I'm actually terrified to hear the rest of this. I don't want.
Bye, Callum.
I just don't want to know. Mr. Callum, man, thank you so much for tuning in, man. I know you're busy, man. Enjoy yourself. Have a good weekend. Jack, be quick. See, Soul Reaper's totally part of it. Young mommy, what is your question? Quit leaving me in
As
suspense.
long as Jack Harkness is on that list, because if it's not, then we can't be friends.
Except black. Yes. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't do that because I
love you
really
too,
would have
Budka.
to have left. Budka, yes, same here. The Freddies aren't
No,
here,
she
are they?
says she loves me. No, I haven't seen the Freddies
Okay,
yet.
all right. Let me know when they're in here. What's up, Transorg, Fox, and James?
Not you.
Dang. No love. No love. Is it still Motor Vixen? Of course it is, K-Push. How's the knee doing, man? Are you feeling good?
The mayor has graced you with his
Just found out that my grandmom has heart disease and headache. Oh, no. Mr. Furburger, thank you so much for coming in here, man. I do appreciate it. Always good to have you in here, good sir.
Me and Buka,
And I can't...
got to understand it.
There's no way that I can talk you into running for president of the United States, can I? I mean, I tried before on the show. Like,
Well,
we're at desperate needs
you know
now.
what? Cruz was able to do it, so I don't see why Furburger couldn't do it.
Things like that. Cool, man. Show
He
me.
was Canadian.
Show me. I love Fatality's cooking, but it's no fish fingers and custard. Oh, look at you
go.
pandering. Heart attack. Can everyone pray? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, definitely. Send
course.
well wishes to young mommy's
And let
grandmother.
us know how her grandmother. Let us know how she's doing, too.
What's up? Taking out walks 6 to 12 blocks a day of operation.
Same day of operation? Wow.
Look at you, man.
but-
Baller.
Okay, see, I had, like, lots and lots of little stones. This
See?
one...
Hey, I'm the only one allowed to point.
I'm pointing at you.
You're in my... This is my point area.
But this one grew a golf ball.
Yeah, I grew a golf
So,
ball.
what did you grow in your gallbladder? I'm just curious.
He didn't
We're
grow
not-
anything. He
we're
just wanted to be
comparing. It's not
trendy.
a competition.
He heard I was getting mine out, and he decided to be his inner
Actually-
British. No, I'm going to cut mine out and then go jogging.
Actually,
I don't know
it's
why
one of
he's
those
British,
things,
but it
like,
sounds
I didn't
right.
realize how many people didn't have a gallbladder until I had to get mine out, and then all of a sudden it's like I don't have one. I don't have one. I didn't
It's
have mine
kind
out.
of
I'm like,
standard
why doesn't
these
anybody
days.
talk about having their gallbladder out anymore? It's like, tell people this, because then I didn't know what it was when I first started acting up. Knew what yours was when it started acting up because I had the issues. So it's like, I wish people would.
There you
This
go.
needs to be a conversation. Gallbladder removal needs to be a conversation. There.
Right now?
Yes.
No.
Well, forever. Oh, you had a 1-inch, so you kind of grew a.
Next time I'll go send a video. Yeah,
That's
please do. Please do.
Not quite a ping pong ball, but.
Sorry, I'm late. Busy making myself some dinner. What are you having for dinner tonight, game man? I grew peas in my gallbladder. That's just totally random. All right, so let me get to how the rest of the show is going to go. If you guys have just tuned in, I'm still kind of sick, so I don't feel that I can put up the normal show that I should, even though it seems to be going pretty good.
Fizz Kid is intact for now.
What's going on, J? Dub.
So
I never
Jake
had
Young
anything
Mommy's
removed. I'm
grandmother
100%
had a
intact.
heart attack, so
Well,
I'm praying for her.
I don't know if you're exactly
she's
100%
okay.
intact, but you're maybe close. But anyway,
You know, you should do a random little voting thing of, do you have your gallbladder still? Yes or no?
somebody should have put gallbladder in the random
I
box.
know, right?
Nobody did. I still have my gallbladder.
My stones were bigger than peas, though.
Being different.
They weren't huge, though.
Pea-sized stones. Well, see, that's actually a better... See, one guy, are you kind of like, sort of like, stepping through your comments today? You're kind of like building up to,
Well, see, I'm
like
kind
keeping
of
everybody
curious about
suspense?
that one guy and his pain tolerance, because did you really even know your gallbladder was an issue? Because you kind of do a lot of shit to yourself that most people would think is incredibly painful. So, did you even feel your gallbladder hurting? Because it's pretty bad pain. Once
So-
you have it, you know what I'm talking about.
So 1 week ago, I built this box. This is my new, and actually my first ever long box. This is my comic long box. And what this is actually Optimus Prime's trailer, and it's actually a comic long box. So what I decided to do is, because I don't know exactly every comic book that I have, while I'm trying to recover and get over this, whatever the hell sickness this is, I'm going to try to show my comics so that way I have a recollection and an archive of what I have. And then on top of it, you guys get to see what it is, because it's been a long time since I've actually brought out comic books and talked about my actual collection other than new stuff that I have.
That need to be answered. Okay, your gallbladder actually holds your stomach acid and pumps it into your stomach after you eat. It actually works like a bladder. It is a bladder, but it's a bladder for stomach acid, basically. And Wolf, your stones don't go away. They don't dissolve, so you're going to have that thing out eventually, and it can rupture just like your appendix, and that can kill you. So you might actually want to get that taken care of before it becomes a bigger issue. That's my non-medical advice, but it can rupture just like an appendix, and it's all bad news from there.
I still have I don't have my gallbladder either. Well, we're all in there.
We're finding out some people don't have their gallbladder anymore.
Fatality, honestly, my friend, you're the one that actually might be pregnant with the way you sling that thing around at every girl that comes in here. I was having chest pains, no side pains. Well, that's probably about right.
I was gonna say I felt my gallbladder was right at the base of my ribs.
Sometimes I lose millions of things. Winky face. Well, that's because you take too long of showers.
Actually, alcohol is terrible for your gallbladder. If you're having gallbladder issues, alcohol it makes your stomach produce more acid. Anything that makes your stomach produce more acid, fatty food, spicy food, aggravates the crap out of it.
Medication known as pubs. I totally get it. What about the show you started talking about the same way the Shack is going? I have no idea what you're talking about, Tandis. So anyway,
today.
Basically, this is like the heart of my collection. Everything you see behind me is pretty much stems from this actual collection. It's pretty much this box.
My advice would be
of course, my charm, I got it from my father. Listen, Michael Jackson knew when to stop, okay? He knew when to stop and beat it and not continue on. You didn't tell me you had a Dr. Geis in the house.
That should say something when that one guy says he cried because of gallbladder pain. This guy sticks hooks and needles and God knows what else into his body, and he says gallbladder pain hurts.
There you go.
There's your spectrum of pain.
All right.
But Mater, seriously, I'd get that taken
Yeah,
out.
Mater, get that taken care of. Stop being a dick. I still have all my organs.
If Dr. Oz can have a show, surely I can have one.
I don't know if I would be bragging about that, man. You pretty much piss alcohol. So yeah, that's what you get. So you actually start being like, there, I got all my organs. You're British tonight. I got all my organs in a big old bed. Glug, 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 glug.
You know what
Pee in a glass. Glug, glug, glug.
You know what happens? People start bragging about having their organs. They start getting them taken out.
Yeah, I'm trying, Vinny. The thing is, for some reason, gallbladder got brought up, and now we're into this.
You started with heartburn talk.
No, they started with heartburn talk, and I said...
you if you had heartburn because of your fantastic lunch that was nothing but healthy.
Yeah, and you know what? You guys didn't get to have it, and I did. James may have the organs, but no.
That's where mine was too, Jimmy.
But no, the beard. But now, no, he's the thing is, James is like the old Mr. Potato Head that you put on the Play-Doh thing. You squish down, and all of a sudden the hair comes out. He just kind of like blows on his thumb, and then the beard just grows. Okay, he's like that.
Is that why you started doing the hooks and stuff, so you could recreate the gallbladder pain, but you just haven't quite ever gotten back there?
That's the masochist thing. Yeah. How was that lunch? We're not going to talk about my lunch anymore because that's going to bring back more gallbladder talk, and I'm really tired of it. If you want to know about my gallbladder, go watch the video. That lunch looked hella good.
It looked hella American.
It was nothing but American. So probably, I haven't added my original Spider-Man comics that I picked up, but this is actually like the core of my collection. And this is Amazing Spider-Man number 126. So this is actually written by Stan Lee. That's how old it is. I believe this is from like 1973 or 75, somewhere in that ballpark. This is actually as old. I mean, this is actually Stan Lee actually still wrote and helped create Amazing Spider-Man. So that shows you the how this collection is going to start off.
Chick wants homemade ruby relaxers.
I don't care.
It's cold.
I don't. So this is the giant size annual for Amazing Spider-Man, and this is when Peter Parker and Mary Jane actually got married. This was, I believe this was around, 1987. So this is right around the black costume era and something like that. police officers was like, maybe it's your appendix. Well,
That's
it
what they
probably
always-
is.
That's what they always say first. And I had the dude that did my ultrasound to make sure that it was my gallbladder. He all but was punching me in the freaking stomach. If I had
Spent a week in a hospital
Yeah.
before I got it out.
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
Well,
I know how you feel.
Yeah, no, he had it bad. I had it pain for a month, and then it was out, and it was gone, and I've been fantastic ever since. This one, whew.
I know. Well, we already had the discussion. This is
Yeah.
why I was off last year. So I also have an additional copy of the Amazing Spider-Man Giant Size Annual, The Wedding. This one's actually a
Pepperoni chicken
better...
gallbladder.
This is actually a better copy of it. It actually looks really good. It's actually in really, really good condition. So I don't know why I have the other one. Maybe it was kind of like I saw it and decided, sure, why not?
Gallbladder is the new insult on Rocket League.
Can you type it in? Or is it not going to...
No, everybody's typed it in.
And then this is when I actually started to start getting them in order after the Giant Size Annual. Stuff before that is actually kind of expensive. The stuff in the 60s and the 70s is actually really expensive because, you know, it's original Spider-Man. So I decided to go for the 80s stuff, the stuff that I actually, you know, bought when I was growing up and actually picked up on the ride. Want that comic. So there is issue 248. My dyslexia is kicking in. And this is like when I actually really started getting back into comics, and I love this series right here, and this is actually starting to build up to the Hobgoblin. There is 249. It's got the Kingpin back there. Kingpin helped create the Hobgoblin, so it's awesome. Having orgasms is overrated. There you go.
Organs.
Whatever.
He's becoming a robot.
There's issue 250. With the Hobgoblin. I love anytime the Hobgoblin's on there. He's one of my favorite villains.
We're going to have to see that videotape fatality.
Yeah, fatality. Stop bragging about it and put it up. 251. I love this. This was when he finally took down the Hobgoblin. It took so long. I think it fought Hobgoblin for almost 2 years. I mean, you're talking that's only 24 issues back then when they put it out once a month. Budka, have a wonderful night. Get some sleep, and I'll see you probably Monday. Aaron Brew cancels out alcohol. Oh, I didn't know that. There you go. You never gave me offer on Captain Planet. That's because nothing is for sale. This is my stuff. You can't have it. I don't have... That was 250, right? No, that's 251. Okay, cool. So here is 252. This is actually what they call a key issue. If you are a comic book collector, doesn't matter if it's Avengers or Batman or whatever, in every series there are what they call key issues. These are pieces that will...
Chasing waterfalls.
These are things that will never, ever lose value no matter how long they are out there, because the longer they're out there, the more people are going to destroy them. They're going to get damaged. This is a key issue in Amazing Spider-Man. This is Amazing Spider-Man 252. This is the first time in Amazing Spider-Man when he actually had the black suit in it. So he actually came back from Secret Wars into this. Go ahead, Google it. Tell me I'm wrong. Right here. Issue 252 of the Amazing Spider-Man in the black suit, first appearance. This is what they call a key issue, and it's going to go in a separate
he got
box.
jaundice after they took his out.
Oh my God!
It's like they blocked up your liver or something. It sounds like.
That sounds horrible.
Like they put the staple in the wrong spot.
Ugh.
Ew.
And then issue 253, just basically kicking ass. And this is when they first did the appearance of the Rose, which is one of those villains like... He was supposed to be like a sophisticated villain, and he just really wasn't.
Your face is a sophisticated villain.
I know. So anyway, there you go.
I want to say that they are doing Princess Bride pops.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
They are doing the
that.
Princess Bride Funko Pops. They are. All right, so that was 253, correct? Yeah, 253. Someday it will be mine.
Yeah, it sounds
My
like
Grail is the first appearance of Venom.
they messed you up, dude.
Stick tight, Trenzorg. If you can hang out long enough, I will show you. So this is issue 254.
J-Dub says it's not Spidey Webster.
I know it's not. It's Shower Friday, so you better get your ass
Rosie
in there and start
Gray.
scrubbing.
Why are we quoting 90s soft R&B rock?
I don't. That's because that's what this show slowly turns into. There is 255 right there. I believe this is the start when they started bringing Puma into it. So I just love anything with the black suit because mainly it's Todd McFarlane and stuff like that. So it just looks badass in general. I'm not sure if this cover actually is Todd McFarlane, but it started to build up to Todd.
DMK is 20 cards away from finishing his 100-card deck.
Oh my God! Yes, but you're doing badass on that too. Every rose has a sword. I want the Golden Girls. I want one. I want Rose. That's pretty much the only one I want. There's 256. There's Puma right there because he's stalking Spider-Man. And I love Puma as a villain. He's just one of those, like, he just seems like he could just whoop your ass really, really fast. That's awesome, DMK. Issue 252, record sale, 5,000. Yeah, but you're talking about, that's something that's mint condition, probably signed by the artist and stuff. That particular issue that I have is, I mean, it's maybe near mint. It's definitely not mint. And it may, but it's definitely not a $5,000 book. There is 257, more Puma fight. I just love the artwork, man. That's the one thing that really drew me to Amazing Spider-Man is the cover art.
Toy Dad Nerds.
Toy Dad Nerds, you guys going to be on tonight? 257. So this is 258. This is when Peter Parker was having the struggle. This is the first time you actually started seeing the symbiote, the actual black suit, start to toy with him and make him do the bad things that you sort of saw in Spider-Man 3 in that ballpark. But yeah, I love these covers, man. You can see because he pull into the red, pull into the black, and that's really good. And he got caught on that cover.
Spider-Man looks like he's touching himself.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And Mr. Job Done says technically Spider-Man didn't appear until number 89.
What is he talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know what he's talking about.
And Mark wants to know, do you remember when you started getting these comics? It hasn't been that too long ago. Well, it's probably been a decade, but...
When I started buying these, it was, I believe it was around 2001.
And yes, Toy Dad Nerds are going to be on tonight.
Awesome. I believe it was around 2001 when I actually got this graded. Okay, I knew that. And I fell in love with Spider-Man. And if I can get to it tonight, I'll show you. I believe it was Spider-Man. This is all Volume 1. It was Spider-Man Volume 2, 39 or 43, somewhere in there. It was the World Trade Center cover. Is the one that's all black. And it's basically what happened around 9/11. And when I saw it on a Daredevil DVD... I know. When I saw it on a Daredevil DVD, I was like, oh, cool. So I went to my local comic shop and I picked it up. And when I bought it, I was like, okay, cool. And I read it. And it was emotional and cool in general. But I was like, okay, so what happens next? And it turns out that the next issue after it has nothing to do with it. It was just a one-off in between the series. And so I got that one. I was like, oh, what happened there? So then I backtracked all the way to issue 1 of Volume 2, read all the way up, and started collecting from there. And then from that point, I wanted to get the classic ones, which is starting with, all these other ones.
Memphis Boy's bragging on your setup. And bye, good night, Super Chick.
Super Chick! Okay, have a wonderful evening, girl. Volume 39 is a classic BBE. Hack, I have no idea. I haven't been paying attention to the comments, man. I'm sorry. I'm not. Who said something about Memphis?
Oh, Memphis Boy, he likes your setup.
Thank you very much, man. Normally the show moves a lot quicker. It's a lot different tonight, but I'm kind of under the weather, so I'm just showing off the comic book collection.
Spidey visited Belfast, Zorg's hometown.
Awesome. Do you have that issue? So there is issue 259. This is when the Hobgoblin's coming back, and he's trying to get back in the red and blue suit. It doesn't happen. Spoiler alert.
Bye, Candace.
Another Memphis in here. What up, Memphis boy? Tannis, I know you got to get back to work. Have a wonderful evening, and yeah, we're going to wrap up the brawl momentarily. So that was 259. Uh-oh. 259. There we go.
Fatality, I read that as Memphibian, and I don't know why. Because that is not what you wrote.
Robert Anderson, how you doing, my
Hi,
friend?
Anderson.
Good to have you back in here. How you doing? How many babies you got now? Like 700? 1,100? Holy crap.
There's Heroes.
Volume
Heroes.
259 is awful. I have no idea what you're talking about with volume. What are you talking about? Issue? Like... I don't know what volume means. Issue 259 is awful. Well, here's 260, The Return of the Hobgoblin. Awesome cover. I love this artwork. This is the kind of thing that gets you psyched up for comic books. That particular last cover, yeah, crappy cover, but this one totally gets you back into the series. So there's issue 260. Heroes! Hero! About time you popped in.
He's been creeping.
There we go.
He's been pulling an angelic.
261, more Hobgoblin. He
More than
like
your creeper is.
I mean, if you're gonna start early comic stuff, I love Hobgoblin. He is a Green Goblin look ripoff, but I sometimes I think the Green Goblin is really overrated at times. So there is issue 261. Great cover.
I'm gonna start calling people from Memphis Memphibians because it's funny.
Number 4. Yeah, but honestly, Rob, I mean, the thing is, you produce really well, so all the kids come out just adorable and beautiful. So honestly, keep going for it, my
Heroes
friend.
has been here from the start.
Well, why are you creeping?
Because he wants to get Angelic's job.
It's not going to happen. There's only one creeper, and that is that girl right there, and there will never be another creeper. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Show us your Iron Man volumes. Stop saying volumes. Issues. Use the word issues.
He likes the word volume.
He's got to be Canadian. He has to be Canadian.
Maybe he's Memphibian.
I do have Iron Man, but pretty much right now, as it sits, this is all just Spider-Man stuff. I'm most disappointed. First appearance cover of my opinion was Punished. You're talking about in Amazing Spider-Man 147, I think. I don't have that issue. I had a chance to buy it for $75. I think it was about 6 years ago. I saw it, and it was a really good condition. But at that point, I didn't have the money, so I couldn't buy it. And I'm just like, now, holy crap, man.
Revit said, hey now.
At least it's good for something. Oh, you're good for a lot of things, my friend.
Ew. That takes minutes.
So here, you're talking about crappy volume covers.
Memphibian.
This is a horrific one right there. 262.
Memphibian is the word of the day. That's
There
the
you go.
hashtag.
This is one, like, they actually took a human being picture. This is not an artist rendition. This is actually a dude in a Spider-Man outfit, and somebody took his picture. And I remember the premise of this thing is actually what it is inside. He was basically changing, and somebody took his picture. You didn't know who it was, so you're like, what's going on there? So, but yeah, this is just a crappy cover, but you gotta have it. So that's 262. This is 263. There you go. 263. I don't know. There's a new webhead in town. It's some dude in a Spider-Man outfit with octopus legs. I don't even remember. But of course he's back in the black suit like he normally was. Because that was when he could sort of like change the suit as he felt. It could go from the red to the black. And that's when he was sort of figuring out how the symbiote went. Here's an interesting fact. So that's 263. And I'm going to write that down. And make sure you guys vote. We're going to wrap this up momentarily.
The Mighty Memphibian.
264.
But I actually am the leader in making up words. Nerdy started making up words because of me. It's because he's been around me too long. I've made up words for as long as he's known me. And before that, because my mother made up words and made up lyrics to songs.
Nope, wrong one.
He is copying me by making up words.
No, I make up words in general. No, it wasn't Doc Ock. That was somebody who built the
Mighty
like
Morphin
the legs.
Amphibians.
I didn't know I had this issue. See, this is why I'm doing this. Like, I know you guys, maybe somebody in here who's not used to the normal thing, tits, who's not used to the normal show, how it goes. Like, maybe they think I'm bragging or whatever, but I'm not. I just like showing the stuff off.
Oh, you're so bragging.
But I didn't know I had this issue, and I actually bought it last week.
No shit.
No shit.
Okay, you need to make your own little.
That's what I'm
comic
doing.
nowadays.
That's what I'm doing. So I didn't know that I had issue 301. This is what they call a key issue.
No, is that right, Gamer Man?
Pronounce what?
He said that the Alan Young who voiced Scrooge McDuck, he just passed away.
What? That's not fair. You can't give me breaking news unless I have actual fact. Don't be breaking my heart like that. Uncle Scrooge. Gallbladder,
No,
Memphis. Oh my God.
It is officially Memphibian fatality, and you are the original Memphibian.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So this is what they call a key issue. This is issue 301. This was after issue 300. Duh. But issue 300 was the final time that he was in the black suit. Before it was given to Eddie Brock, aka Venom. So this is 301, and honestly, I didn't know I had it. I actually now have two of them. Go figure. Mr. Moneymaker 254, my friend, how are you doing? Good to have you in here, man. You weren't in earlier, but I talked about these Monsters of the Gridiron cards that you made me get.
Now, Heroes, you have to credit me for the words that I make up.
There you go.
You have to.
And On top of that, I was also, of course, searching the eBay, and it turns out that Coca-Cola made pins of those Coca-Cola gridiron guys, and I decided to pick up the Raiders pin on top of it. So that's your fault, Moneymaker, damn it. Mate, you missed volume number 61. Volume number 61. I don't think I missed 61. I don't think so. If I did, good job.
You are an amphibian. Fatality, you're a memphibian.
No,
like
I got
you're
61,
like ultimate
62.
amphibian.
Yeah, I got 61. I already showed it.
Amphibian.
Do I smell a 301 comic giveaway? Not on your life! Not on your damn life, boy! No. The thing is, like, generally, normally, it doesn't matter, but comics is really what this collection is based about. I like the Marvel Legends, I really do, but I could give them up. Honestly, the comics is what I truly love. See, there he goes, blaming you, Moneymaker. I gotta blame somebody. So this is issue 350. I know, we jumped from 264 to 301, so technically anywhere between there. 302 is the next one I gotta write down. So this is issue 350. I don't consider this a key issue. Yes, it's issue 350, but not a lot happens in it. It's not one of those spectacular blowout first appearances or whatever. He basically faces Dr. Doom. It's a cool cover, and look at the McFarlane art. I mean, that is McFarlane out the box. So there is issue 350. Issue 351. So guest appearances by Nova and the New Warriors. I'm a Nova fan. I really like Nova. Honestly, I couldn't tell you who the New Warriors are. I can't remember. Please show volume 61. Just tuned in. It's not a volume. It's issue.
Your soul is always innocent, J-Dub. Always innocent.
There is issue 352 right there with Nova on the front. This is a great. I mean, like I said, this is McFarlane art, so it just screams awesome in general. You can always see my soul. Just stay up there. Issue 353. There's another Punisher. If you're a Punisher fan, there you go. Maybe he's part of the New Warriors. I'm not sure. I can't remember. There's a lot of things that happen. Nope, he's not. It's Punisher and Darkhawk. That's all that is. I just love the artwork in general. So this is Round Robin, the Sidekick's Revenge, part 1 of 6. I'm curious if I have them all or not. There you go. Issue, whoa, was that 352? I'm right, 353. This is 354. Nova, Blue World Order. Close enough. There you go. More Nova, more McFarlane art. And it's saying the 30th anniversary of the Fantastic Four from 1961 to 1991. Right there. Let's pull out a few more. So there you go. This is should be number 3. Yeah, number 3. 355. Where's the British heroes? There you go. There's a little bit for Vinny right there. There's Moon Knight. I can't remember his name. Night Thrasher. Duh. Night Thrasher. And then, of course, I like how they got Punisher at the bottom. Volumes. Stop saying volumes.
He really wants to see 61, so if you
I
can
know.
show it to him.
There is 356, and this is part 5. No, part 4. Oh, I watched the Fantastic Four reboot the other night. Well, what is your take on it, Fizz Kid?
Do tell.
Mark Bagley is the artist, one of the great Spider-Man artists. Mark Bagley!
Bagley.
This is part 5 with more Nova and Punisher. Like, just a great team up. And honestly, I don't remember how this one ended. Obviously, it ended with Punisher kicking ass. Check that out right there. 358. Special 3-part gatefold cover.
Was it that bad, Fizzy?
All right, let's check out the gatefold. Let's open them up.
What's your issue with volumes? Well,
There you go.
heroes.
How cool
Enjoy
is
your
that?
Weekend. Have a nice.
That is badass.
Relaxing.
They don't make comics like this anymore. Who's out?
No, he's not going away. He just
Oh.
says he finally has a weekend where he can just like
There you go.
not have to work.
They just don't make comics like this for some reason anymore. They don't make gatefold covers. No idea why. It just looks badass.
If this kid said it was bad.
Yeah, I figured it was. That's why I decided not to waste my money on it.
Well, he probably didn't waste his money on it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like out and stuff now.
He illegally downloaded it. So there's 359. There you go. Cardiac Attack. Just a badass cover in general, man. Anytime Spider-Man's jumping, I just like it. So this is 360. Frank Castle always comes out on top. He pretty much does. You're exactly right. Except
in The Walking Dead.
That wasn't Frank Castle.
Technically, it's Frank Castle.
All right. We were talking about key issues. This one was 360, right? This is 360. This is issue 361. Key issue. Tell me why. Because Carnage Part 1.
Where's that Create Carnage when you need him?
Yeah, I know, right? Helena Mercedes Everlasting N91. Holy crap! What is going on? How are you doing? Your name is ridiculous but awesome at the same time. Please repay. Stop saying volume. No special covers and $4.99 a comic. You're exactly right, Vinny. I mean, I love comic books. But the reason that I really don't read them anymore is because they don't really enthrall me. The story and stuff like that. I like the covers, so I buy them for the covers, and they just go into a bag and board, and they're gone. And I think if they went back to the normal ways, maybe $3. I get it, inflation, but $5 for one book. That's ridiculous. And it depends on. Sometimes it's less pages than the previous one, but same thing. Spawn of the Symbiote. There you go, Carnage. Sweet. Where's my British brother, Carnage? You're related to like everybody. So there you go, Carnage Part 1. And what comes after 361? 362, right there. Carnage and Venom versus the Amazing Spider-Man. Amazing artwork, badass cover in general. Badass. 362. Just kick ass. More like Farnage. Is that because he was raised on a farm? Let's see, that was 363. This is 364. I think I actually have a couple of these issues. I'm not going to lie. I think I have a couple of these. 364, I'm a big Shocker fan. I really like Shocker. He's a very underrated villain. I don't think they'll ever put him in a movie. But I just really, really like Shocker for some reason. So I actually have a couple of these issues. I might have sent one to Darkseid, but I don't remember. 364. And that's 364. I do not have 365. There, see? Now we're learning.
How do you include Carnage without Venom? Don't you need Venom to create Carnage? Technically?
Yes. Yeah, technically, Carnage was created to do the symbiote and Peter Parker's blood.
Yeah.
That's what made Carnage, but after they're created, no, you don't.
Well, that's what Gamerman's talking about. The Spider-Man 2 game. It's got Carnage, but no Venom. It's like, you should really have the Venom in there.
That sounds about right. All right, I am firing up my app, which died on me because I forgot to push the button. So if you have not voted, you got about a few minutes to vote. Please vote. Type it in how you see it. VHS versus barbecue, capital letters, and all that in general.
Barbecue.
All right.
And the Barbecue King, Mr. Original Memphibian. I am big up.
There is volume 61 for you again. I pulled it out. There you go.
Are any of your Spider-Mans on the wall?
Yes, they are. There is volume number 61 from Amazing Spider-Man. I said volume to make you happy. So there you go. All right. So let me do this. Damn, it's going to be a pain in the ass to get down.
James needs more Spider-Man.
I know, right? Spider-Man is the reason this collection exists. I will always say that. That's why I do this. That's why this stuff is here, because I got into Amazing Spider-Man, I started getting the figures, started reliving the childhood, started picking up stuff when I was younger, and then spawns into this crazy stuff. No problem, fatality. All right, let's find out who's going to be moving on in the Ultra Random Brawl. VHS tape or barbecue? You know what? We're just going to let it simmer for a minute. You guys figure out why. While I pull this down.
You can be an amphibian fixie. Fixie?
Fixie?
Fizzy. I'm losing my mind.
Yep, that's what you get.
Fizzy can be an amphibian too. They all be amphibians.
I'm so happy because I'm a gummy bear.
You made him thump.
Don't stand in front of this gun.
No, don't do that.
Just don't aim it at anybody either. Okay, there we go. Let's find out who's moving on. Ah!
We freaked out the nerds, dog.
Barbecue moves on 16 to 15. So sorry, VHS tape. You can honestly only blame one person, and that's Vinny. So, so there you go. Barbecue moves on in the Ultra Random Brawl. Not my fault. Don't be blaming me. It was a tie. That's how these things work. I'm pretty because I'm a gummy bear. Gummy bear. Ah! Damn, you scared my cat. Do you have comics to show all
Spider-Man's costumes?
I sort of, yeah, I think so, overall. Alright, so there we go. Let's get rid of that. We got the second Ultra Random Brawl of this evening.
Screaming straight out of their lungs everywhere. Like pitch sounding that is beyond
That's
compare.
crazy.
They are dead gummy bears.
So the last one of this round is a thong versus a pickle. Are you hungry or are you horny? Pretty much is how you boil down to. And honestly, that's how every single day of the life boils down to anybody. Are you hungry or you're horny? There you go.
The weirdest combo right here.
Hey, you know what? I didn't do it. They did it. Blame them. I didn't break it.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't break it.
Breaking everything.
I didn't break it. I need a knife. There we go. So this book was on the wall, and I decided a while ago I wanted to take it down and keep it at someplace a little bit more safe. Thong all day. And I know we pretty much surpassed it in the other, in the selection of comic books that we've shown. But I gotta show it just because, I mean, I do have some main key issues in Spider-Man. I have Death of Gwen Stacy. I have First Appearance of Mary Jane. They're actually in a different stack, so they're not going to be shown tonight. But this one I had to take some time and actually get down. This one is issue number 300. This is technically the first appearance of Venom, even though in issue 299 you actually see like Eddie Brock's hand or something like that. But this is actually the first appearance of Venom. And yeah, this is a very, very key issue. This is one of those books that will never ever die down in value. So that's why I want to show you again issue 301 with issue 300. That's why they are just, they're one of those combo pairs. And honestly, I don't have 299. I'm actually in talks to get 299. And if I do, these three actually as a set increase more in value because you have them. But anyway, there you go. There is issue 300. I do have it. I do have it. Spider-Man 2099 and Stealth Suit Spidey, two of my favorite suits, closely followed by Future Foundation. The Stealth Suit is actually over there on the wall. I'm not going to get it down. It's actually going to stay on the wall, but I do have it. Thonged Pickle! And I like how you uncapitalize both of them so it actually registers not a vote. Oh man, someday I'll own that. Someday soon, my friend. I'm sure you will. Just keep the dream alive. Get your hands off my pickle. So, all right, let's get back into it. I do not have issue 365, but I do have 366 with some Red Skull action on there, man. And right there, there's Vinny's friend right there, Taskmaster. Badass. I think it's a pretty cool cover because it's got Peter Parker's parents on there. That's on this side. These are Peter Parker's parents, and it's talking about, oh, were there secret agents or stuff? And I remember reading it and thinking about, like, who cares? Why can't Peter Parker's parents just be dead? You know, why do they have to be some kind of secret assassin? Or like in Amazing Spider-Man 2, you know, be, oh, they helped the lizard. I mean, come on. Why can't he just be his own thing without having his parents be somebody super special? So anyway, it's one of those things that just kind of pissed me off. Anyone watch Shield Agents on Netflix? You mean Agents of Shield, or is there some kind of knockoff called Shield Agents? Taskmaster! Yeah, there you go. So there's 266, and that's pretty much where those stop. So I gotta write it down, 267. Sorry, 367. 367. All right, let's move on to more key issues. I don't think this is, it's not really a key issue. It's just one of those milestone issues is a better one. This is issue 400. And this is how everybody was. And that's one thing I did love about back in the day. And when I mean back in the day, I mean back in Tuesday. You know, that was my favorite back in the day was Tuesday. But back in the day, whenever they had a comic book, that was it. That was all it was. Like, this issue right here, like, when this came out, this was the only issue for Amazing Spider-Man that was 266. Now, they have variant covers and 12 artists, and then, like, Mile High Comics has one, and then New York Comics has a different cover.
Hey, guess how many boxes it takes to box up 60 Marvel Selects?
Oh my God. I can't even imagine. Like, and then keep them separately packaged and pretty. Oh my God. I don't know. 60? Keep them in their own individual boxes. But yeah, nowadays there are so many variant covers and like separate, like they go like volume 1 and then they go like volume 1.1, and then after that they're like, okay, they relaunch it with a different cover, same issue inside.
Hello,
that makes
Peaches.
it less valuable. And I'm like, stop it. Just make this cover and then put it out everywhere. Why do you have to make so many different variant covers just to jack up the price? It's like the Back to the Future comic that came out. When they launched Back to the Future last year, they started with one cover and then 64 variant covers for the first issue alone. Why? Stop doing that shit. Nobody wants it. I didn't see no Peaches.
Fatality sister. Her name is Peaches. And
Oh,
hello. So
my sister Peaches said hello. Peaches, what's going on? I want to see what happens.
There's a good question.
What does DMK want to see what happens?
He's waiting to see what happens. She fell in the goop. I assume he's talking about Agents of
Peaches?
Shield.
Oh,
I assume
Okay.
there's goop to fall into in an episode.
let me know what you think, Flop. I gave my kind of review on.
Oh, Mac.
I gave my review kind of on Civil War. And honestly, I'm glad that I actually searched the internet and part of YouTube to figure out if I wasn't the only one that found weird plot holes in Civil War. And partly I want to go back and see it. The variant drives me crazy. They really do. They piss me off. Just make one cover, make it nationwide, and be done with it. Why does it have to be 12 variant covers? Just, Shane O'Mac, how you doing, my man? Jump off any cages lately? So anyway, this is issue 400. You can kind of see what's going on there. And let's see, what's going on? It says, I don't know what it says at the bottom.
It says your face.
I don't know. But anyway, it's got a tombstone on it. I think this was Death of Aunt May, if I remember right. But it's not really Death of Aunt May. It's just kind of like
Daddy Douglas likes variants because of the different artists.
Eastman variants, so that's why I get people variants. Right, but all it does is... See, the problem that I have with variants is they're not mass produced. They make like 500 of them, right?
Ozark had to watch Civil War twice.
Okay, all right. So it was better the second time, I'm guessing. For me, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.'s kind of in the pooper. I haven't seen this season yet. I watched season 1 and season 2 right before Age of Ultron. Thought it was great. Maybe that's season 3. Right before Age of Ultron. Thought it was great and haven't caught up yet. But the problem I have with variants is that they're not mass produced, so not everybody gets a chance to do it. And if, say, you do like that Eastman version of whatever comic you collect, you're going to actually have to pay so much more than the actual value of that comic just to have it. And why? You don't want what's in the book. You just want the cover drawn by that person or created by that person, and it seems unfair, honestly. It's Death of Aunt May. That's what I thought. It was Death of Aunt May. But the thing is, the problem with Death of Aunt May is that she doesn't stay dead. Like,
No, she got younger.
yeah. Aunt May became Marissa Tomei. But yeah, so we actually opened it because I wanted to show you guys what it looks like on the inside. Just badass artwork. Let's see. This is actually part of, I'm guessing this is part of the Clone Wars? Yeah, because right here they've got Spider-Man, and then over here they've got Ben Reilly sitting there. So that's when they actually had the Scarlet Spider in there. This season was good. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Clancy!
See, that was one of the big things about
Uh-oh, you got a Jack Black in here.
Spider-Man. That was one big thing about Spider-Man in Civil War, is not the movie, in the actual comic book, is that because he took the mask off and showed the world his face, Aunt May actually died in the process of it. So she actually died again in Volume 2. I don't know. That's why it's one of those things I just don't think. There we go. Is just I don't think it's a key issue right there. There you go. May Parker and Ben Parker right there. The funeral or whatever. So there you go. This is issue 400 of Amazing Spider-Man. The 90s were the most creative comic covers. I think they still make very creative comic covers. It doesn't really have about the genre. There are some amazing covers that were done in the 60s
J-Dub
that I would
you're
love
too
to
harsh
have.
on Aunt May.
I'm not too harsh on Aunt May. Aunt May is... If the character stays dead, fine. It's like Gwen Stacy. When Gwen Stacy died, she was dead. Gwen Stacy never came back. Now, they did have hints that she was in Paris, or that this was a flicker that she might have been back, and then there was also that little stint where she had kids while she was in Paris, and they came back to kick Spider-Man's ass. But the thing is, when she died, she was dead. Green Goblin died, nope, comes back 12 times. May dies 12 times. It's just, no. Uncle Ben, done. Never came back. Gwen Stacy
Actually,
never
he's
came
died
back.
quite a few
Well,
times.
yeah, you're right. But the thing is, it's not about that. It's like, if she did die in issue 400 and never came back, key issue, cool. If not, she keeps coming back, oh, the bullet grazed her skin, or Peter Parker reversed time. It's not a key issue. It doesn't mean she died. It's like the death of Captain America from Civil War. Spoiler alert. It was awesome. It actually gave the comic an ending. Cap died believing so much about this that he gave his life for it. That's what happened. That made Civil War, the comic book, amazing. And then
the Kenny of Spider-Man.
and then 2 months later, Captain America's back. Oh, it was a clone. He was in another dimension. Well, that just made everything pointless. So unless they die and never come back, it makes it done. All right, let's move on. This is issue 436. This is 36 issue jump way in ahead. And there you go. It's good artwork. It's a great cover. But, I mean, I don't remember what happened. And I know, J-Dub, you don't have to apologize ever. Let's see here. 437. All right. And then 440 with Molten Man, one of the weirdest villains. Like, it's not that he's a bad villain. I don't hate Molten Man. I hate the fact that Spider-Man has to verse basically a dude made of lava. How the hell is a guy who makes webs, like, manufactured webs, like, they're not even, like, out of his wrist, like, he actually has to make this, beat a guy made of lava. Come on.
Jack Black begs you click
Panther's getting his own movie. Yes.
I liked that dude as Panther.
If there is a good thing that comes out of Civil War, and there's a lot of good things in Civil War, I'm not dogging the movie as a whole. I'm dogging the movie because it didn't have an ending. It just kind of went and just left. But overall, Black Panther, amazing. And I can't wait for the Black Panther movie. The guy, and I can't tell you his name, the actor who played Black Panther, nailed it. On the head, dude. I cannot wait for a Black Panther movie. It looks awesome. And honestly, if they keep it set up in the Avengers world where, like, you know, Captain America's in it or Hawkeye or something. Ant-Man, I think it's going to be an amazing adventure. It's going to be very difficult for Black Panther to do a standalone movie without an additional Avenger, but I'm still game to see it. Spider-Man vs. Vertical coming soon. 50 Marvel Selects equals 7.
Wow. 7 boxes.
First Sandman, then Hydro Man, now Molten Man. Yeah, I mean, they were very... they're kind of creative when it comes to it, but a lot of thing is man, you know, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Hydro Man, and everything like that. And then even in the Marvel Universe, especially anybody created by Stan Lee, they have that first and last name, first letter conundrum. Peter Parker, you know, and it just, like, the more Fing Fang Foom, you know, anything like Doctor Doom. Yeah, it's crazy. Green Goblin. Yeah, there's a lot of that weird stuff going on. Green Panther stole the show. He really did. Ant-Man and Panther were really my two favorite in it.
Ant-Man in that movie.
And I think that Spider-Man did really well. I just absolutely hated Aunt May. It's not that I hate Marissa Tomei.
No, Marissa Tomei is hot.
Yeah, I would
May,
slam her day and night. And I would
Aunt
probably
May.
slam her as Aunt May. But I
Okay.
don't want her as my Aunt
Your
May.
wife is sitting here, honey.
Who?
Your wife is sitting here. But Aunt May needs to be a little bit older than Marissa Tomei.
No shit. I think everybody agrees. I don't know why Marvel went in that direction, but whatever. You calm the hell down.
Spoiler alert. Fatality, the original amphibian, is Black Panther.
What? You're Michael Jackson. You're the Black Chef Ramsay.
He's everybody.
You're Doctor Strange. And my guitar comes from Pog Free Home. All right, so let me hang on. Nope, I don't know where this went. 2, 4. Damn, I don't have it. Nope, 5. Nope, I don't have it. All right, so anyway, I guess 439 starts it, or a different one. I got to look it up. So right there, actually, the top of 440, it says The Gathering of 5, Part 2. The Gathering of 5 is actually what started the demise of Spider-Man Volume 1, and then they went into Volume 2. So this is actually issue 2, so I got to figure out what number 1 is. So the next one, this isn't in Amazing Spider-Man. This is actually in Peter Parker's Spider-Man. This is The Gathering of 5, Part 3. And then, of course, you got Madam Web, which... I didn't hate Madam Web, but it's kind of weird. I don't know. Rick Solo, Green Panther, you silly. Then here's The Gathering of 5, Part 4.
Spoiler alert, Cody.
Right at the end of episode 36, Jizzy gets black eye from white. Shh, don't tell nobody. So there's Gathering of 5, Part 4.
It's not spousal abuse if he earned it.
That's true. And this is the Spectacular Spider-Man. Now, there was a point when Spider-Man had multiple books running back to back, and they decided to loop one solid story.
There's Freddy.
Awesome! One solid story throughout all of them. And it made you collect all of them until a certain point, and I'll get into that later with the other. So anyway, there you go. Mr. Freddy's ready. How are you doing? How is the missus doing? So basically, the only reason I bought this is to continue the Gathering of 5 story.
You were looking for them.
I know, I was, and now I forgot why.
You should have told me. I could have remembered.
So here is the Gathering of 5, Part 5 in the Sensational Spider-Man, Override and Overdrive. Not a clue. Apparently, I paid $3 for this. I think the Gathering of 5 only had 5 issues, but I need to figure that out.
Of course. And your soul will vouch for me because your soul loves me.
5. All right. So let's move on. This is the Amazing Spider-Man number 441, okay? The last one we showed was 440, which started the Gathering of 5. Then the Gathering of 5 moseyed all the way through all the other comic books of Peter Parker and Sensational and all that to get to this. So the question everyone wants to know, you going to fuck that sheep? No, the sheep is not for me. The sheep is for everybody in here. If they're feeling a little lonely or whatever, Side Sheep takes care of it. Never remember everything but passwords and login details. There you go. So this is the Gathering of 5. This is the final chapter, Part 1 of The Amazing Spider-Man. That, of course, is Norman Osborn. The only person to actually get rid of Spider-Man and end Volume 1, of course, has to be the Green Goblin, Norman Osborn. There he is, bringing back the Gathering of 5. So there we go. This is the final chapter, Part 2, and Peter Parker, which is, there it is in Spider-Man. Awesome Green Goblin, looks good. It's a great cover in general. And the info has been squeezed out. So here is the final chapter in the Spectacular Spider-Man. Right there. That is a badass cover. That's when Goblin sort of got that, like, it wasn't like a solid mask. He could actually start moving his teeth and stuff. Like, just a cool cover in general. Part 3. And then Peter Parker, Spider-Man. This is from number 98 of Peter Parker. And this is Volume 4. Part 4 of the final chapter. Right there. And this actually ends. This ends it. This was it. This was the last technical term. So 441 was the last official volume of Amazing Spider-Man. 441 was the final, and this is actually what ended it right there. Oh, Community Sheep. Community Sheep is right. So that is not all of my volume 1. I have a few more that I picked up since I've opened this box, but they have since moseyed on over there, and I haven't had a chance to do it, which is kind of why I'm doing this, so that way I know where I'm at. Now, that is all volume 1. Volume 1 is one of those, I mean, it's been around since the 90s, the early 90s. Everybody, damn time, I know what you meant. Damn, bro, how many Spider-Mans did you get? What do you mean, how many did I get? I didn't buy all these this week. This is my collection. This is the soul. Like, this is the soul of this collection.
This is his velvet box.
Mm-hmm. I'm letting you in. Now, when I started talking about what brought this collection on, this is where I started reading Spider-Man again as an adult. And this is issue 1 of volume 2. And this is how it starts, The Legend Reborn. After the Gathering of Five did all their blah, 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 this is what came out of it. This started a brand new story. So if you guys are thinking about picking up Spider-Man and starting reading it, you don't even have to start here. They've actually, at the end of volume 2, which was issue 600? I think it was 600. I can't remember offhand, 600 or 700. That actually ended Amazing Spider-Man Volume 2, and they've since relaunched Volume 3, which I said, to that. Mrs. Freddy's ready. How you doing, girl? If you hang out for a little bit, I got something to show you. So anyway, this is issue 1 of Volume 2. Is it a key issue? Not really. It just basically starts a new telling, and they can start telling more stories in a different way, and honestly, I think it actually gets pretty good. So this is issue number 2 of The Amazing Spider-Man. Pretty cool cover, man. Looks good, man. This is some, I believe this is Ramada? No, it's not. Ramada was the other one. So there we go. Then here is issue, wait a minute. I guess there's 2 different covers. See, we were talking about the 2 different covers, and it turns out I picked up 2 different covers of volume of God, the damn Canadian.
You've been saying volumes.
Oh, the Canadian got me doing it.
I wasn't even correcting you. I was going to see how long you'd go.
This is issue 2 of The Amazing Spider-Man, so it's the same issue. It's just got different covers on it. I didn't even know I had 2 different issues of it. Okay, it's Kubert's cover. So this is Kubert's cover right here, and then this one is Byron's cover. Okay. Well, there you go. Jay Jonah makes me want to smoke a cigar. Well, go get a cigar. I'm sure you got one. Here is issue number 3 right there. Haha, volume. I know.
I wasn't even going to correct you.
Man, I was so... I couldn't figure out why he kept saying volume, and then apparently I started saying volume.
That's why he kept saying volume.
I know, he did it.
Raven says, don't blame Canada.
So here is issue number 4 of The Amazing Spider-Man. It's got some Sandman, got some Fantastic Four going on in there. It's always good when the Fantastic Four show up in anything except a movie made by Sony. So there it is. It's a cool cover. Honestly, the artwork and the cover work lacked for a little while in this. And then here's issue 5, and this is where things pan out for me. This is where it gets a little weird. Like, I started collecting comic books with Amazing Spider-Man, and I started with, and eventually I'll get to it wherever it's at, the September 11th issue. And then I backtracked back to that issue 1, which is what I just showed you. When I got to issue 5, here we go. What's up, Jack? What's going on, Archie Andrews? How you doing, man? This is Amazing Spider-Man number 5. Same one, except they got it crossed out with woman. There is a girl Spider-Man, and obviously Spider-Man is surprised, see what's going on, can't figure it out. And I'm like, At the end of this, it actually talked about how this book right here, this one, continued in Amazing Spider-Woman volume 3, number 1, or whatever. And I'll get to that. So there you go. Look at that one again. You tell him, Vinny. Let's see if it's this one. No, it's not this one. It's this one. Let's see. I remember I tried to sell these. It didn't work out very well. There it is. Right there. Spider-Woman #1, Volume 3. So this is the third rendition of Spider-Woman. They were trying to, I guess they were trying to capitalize on some Spider-Woman, my ex-wife. And so, of course, I picked up Spider-Woman so I could finish out the story. Well, it finishes out the Amazing Spider-Man story and then starts this one. And this one, I don't remember if it was super compelling or not, but it was compelling enough to where, let's see, I bought this many issues of it. So, I bought Spider-Woman, issue #1, issue #2, which is actually kind of cool. Issue #2 variant. Issue #3. Really, J-Dub? Come on, man. That is a Superman joke at best. He's fingering his box, and look at him looking for comics. Come on, seriously. Issue #4.
Finger his box.
Issue #5, when they decided to change the outfit before it even hit the first year. Issue 6. And I'm showing them pretty quick. I'm doing Ron Mexico style. Issue 7. And then issue 8, which is the last one I decided to buy. Me and Kyle need new ideas for songs. Jack Black, man, next time Kyle is on, he will definitely need to sing with you, man. I never liked Doc Ock being Spider-Man in the Superior Spider-Man comic books. Yeah, they try to do random things. That's what they do in the comic book industry. When you write and not produce, but when you write a certain character for so long, you kind of run out of ideas. So you start, spitballing as fast as you can. Like, what happens if, he took it over? It's like Matt Gargan becoming Venom. The guy who was actually, sealed in the Scorpion outfit. If you guys don't know, the character in Spider-Man, the Scorpion, the guy that's all green, he actually can't get out of the suit. He's locked in it forever. He can't get out of it. And then eventually, in the Spider-Man verse, they actually made him Venom. Yeah, the symbiote got on him, and then he could manipulate it and actually technically get out of the green suit for a little bit. So they just kind of run out of ideas. So anyway, because I got this issue right here, this one issue spun off 9 more issues of Spider-Woman before I was like, you know what, I'm just tired of reading this crap.
Oh, look, it's Mr. Mexico.
Mr. Mexico, holy crap! Mr. World Traveler, how are you doing? Are you exhausted? Are you home? Are you still drunk on Laura's couch? What's going on? Awesome to see you, and honestly, man, I'm so glad I didn't stream Monday. I wasn't here because I was sick, but even if I was, there'd be like 2 people in my stream because Ron Mexico was breaking the internet, hanging out with Laura Croft and in actual Laura Croft. Holy crap, ridiculous and awesome, man. It looked amazing. I hope you had a lot of fun. But anyway, so let's move on. There is Amazing Spider-Man #6. I don't know. These weren't really compelling, and honestly, if you're going to relaunch a series, this is not how you do it. There is Amazing Spider-Man #7.
And the question that Ron will forever be asked evermore is, where's my whiskey?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Never going to lose that
Because he hit it from Laura. This issue, I actually remember this. This was called Brave New World, obviously. And the person pictured on the front is actually Flash Thompson. And this is where the series picked up momentum for me. And if I remember right, this was all a dream sequence for Flash Thompson. Because Flash Thompson, the actual character who bullied him in school, but bullied Peter Parker, but loved Spider-Man, actually went off to war. His character went off to war, and he ended up being crippled. I believe he got crippled from the legs down. I'm not sure if I remember that right. But this whole thing was this dream sequence of Flash Thompson actually being Spider-Man's partner. It was very, very touching and very awesome. Ron Mexico is a loser. What's going on, Jay Oast? Out of all these comics, one would...
Which one would you use to roll a joint?
Here, honestly, any one of these Spider-Woman ones.
Oh, he's still over there. He's in a hotel waiting for his wedding.
Holy crap, you're still there!
Dude, long trip.
Holy crap.
Hope you get to see a bunch of stuff,
No
though.
doubt. Go see Fox. But yeah, I would roll any one of these. Actually, after I read them, I was like, eh! So I tried to sell them. I tried to sell them back to the place that I bought them from, and they go, yeah, we don't want these. And I'm like, you can't give me because I paid... Hell, this one I paid $3.50 for. This one I paid $2. They're at least $2 books that I paid. I said, you can't give me 50 cents a piece for them? They go, yeah, we don't want them. So they're still in my collection. I'm just like, okay. Still in a hotel. That's hell. Enjoy your vacation, man. But yeah, this is an amazing read. I mean, if you guys are actual comic book readers or whatever, just pick up this one, Amazing Spider-Man Volume 2, number 7. It's actually really, really good, and it touches on a different level. Here is number 8. Badass artwork like I'm talking about right there. You won't believe who kills Spider-Man this issue. Oh, it's probably Mary Jane. I'm sure it is. Sony PlayStation flash sale till 23rd. Uh-oh. Bet it was a classic stream, but I missed it. He actually streamed twice, because Laura did one with him, and then he did one on his account. Now, Mexico, did you take your PlayStation there, or did you sign into somebody else's? So, here's Amazing Spider-Man number 9, Into the Inferno. Awesome, awesome artwork. Apart from the crap weather. Yeah, really.
Can't
It's
you
always
just pay
foggy.
the fog to go somewhere?
Yeah. I'm sure. Well, that right. I just said, hello, folk. I'd like to see the sun today. And the folks like, all right, chippy roo. So here's number 10. There's Doc. You can see Doc Ock down there getting. I can't remember that villain's name. I can't remember who he is offhand. And we'll get into the better covers real soon. And here's issue 11 with the Blob comes to squash the spider. I always like it when the Blob shows up because it's always random, and I just like saying the word blob.
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 Like your fake blob.
Blob.
Anyway, good issue, good issue.
Chippy Roo, that's totally a legit, scientific Londonese Leeds word. Facts.
Fox is in Liverpool. We might be there next week. Holy crap, how long are you staying there? Chippy Roo. So here is Peter Parker number 5.
Peter Parker picks a pack of pickled peppers.
This is Peter Parker Volume 2, Issue 5, and apparently I picked it up because it was probably some continuation from that. A lot of that early stuff of Volume 2, they were trying to make Sensational and Peter Parker and a few others work really, really hard. They were trying to make it work, and people just wanted Amazing, and they wanted to be done with it, but they're trying to make things work, so they made stories continued in other things, so I'm sure that's why I picked it up. The Blood was always fat. Very good, Soul Reaper. Give yourself a pat on the back for being very observant. You get the Observant Star of the Day. Michael Furberger, give him the No Shit Award. Yay, I'll pay the fog to go. What does your wife collect? Furbies? Beanie Babies? Tamagotchi. You know, we actually do have a Furby right here. There's a few Beanie Babies. I don't have a Tamagotchi.
I did collect those. My mom collected those.
I don't have a Tamagotchi. I need to get a Tamagotchi.
I used to have the fake Tamagotchi when I was in junior high. I don't really collect anything, I don't guess.
You collect... so here is Peter Parker number 11, Volume 2.
I do have a lot of makeup fixes.
This was obviously just a reason just to continue the story. Now, this is something that I don't know if they do a lot or I just miss, but for a while they do annuals. So basically you get 12 issues of whatever thing you like. It comes out each month. And then in December, you get, or January, you get an annual. So this is Amazing Spider-Man, the first annual of Volume 2. Annual.
Inside joke.
And just a really, really cool cover, man. I like it. So this is from 2000. So, I mean, it's not that long ago. It's only 16 years ago.
That's a pretty good while ago, honey.
there are some people in this show that aren't 16 years old.
You're old.
So we showed issue 11. I'm planning a trip to Liverpool soon. We'll get your ass going. Ron found out I work on turbine blades on jet engines and is afraid to fly back. Oh my God. I have 2 Tamagotchis and a whole shitload of Beanie Babies. There you go. There you go. So this
you were
is...
going to show them something.
Yes, I am. Let me get through this little stack, and then I'll show you. All right, so this is Amazing Spider-Man number 12, and the Sinister Six returns. This is when it starts to pick up. This is when the series starts getting pretty good. They stopped trying to do one-offs and quick fights and stuff. They actually started to do, you know, what people wanted to see. Kraven, Venom, Vulture, all the classics come back into it. Yes, sir, I saw the awesome clock. And here is Peter Parker, number 12, which actually continued the Sinister Six.
Wow.
But still pretty good. What?
Well, Fatality's brother had over 50 Tamagotchis. And then FizzKid said he had more than 300 Beanie Babies.
Good Lord. when I started getting rid of them. Did you sell before the market popped? Amazing Spider-Man number 13.
See, that was the idea my mom had. That's why she bought them all. I was like, I don't really care for them.
And of course, Peter Parker number 13, so I can continue the story. But it's actually kind of a cool cover, so it actually works. And then they brought back the Amazing Spider-Woman in Amazing Spider-Man number 14, where she's actually kissing him, and I believe probably Mary Jane saw it or whatever, so she freaked out and all that stuff.
Maybe you can send Trenzorg and,
Picture coming
and
shortly.
Mrs. Freddy some of my Beanie Babies. Because they're all old school ones.
And then Amazing Spider-Man number 15 with Dr. Doom on the cover. Just a cool cover in general. I don't remember what happens in there. Alright, I'll be right back.
You're not supposed to run away.
I know, but I left it over here.
You were unprepared, sir.
I know. So, Mrs. Freddy's Ready and Mr. Freddy's Ready, they have been so kind to, they've sent me a couple packages. They're just, they're just awesome in general, people. And the last show that I did, I opened up a couple of figures or whatever, and Mrs. Freddy's Ready freaked out. And honestly, I don't feel that, I've sent Mr. Freddy a few things, but I don't think I've ever sent her something. So I actually went out and searched, and Mrs. Freddy, I found you something, girl. I actually found one in the wild, so pretty shortly this will be coming your way, and don't be jealous, Freddy, and stay the hell out of my dreams. But I did find you the Pink Ranger still in the box right there, so that is coming your way, girl. I wanted to show it to you, and that way you know that it's coming from the heart. So thank you guys so much for always being just awesome in general, people. And so pretty soon you'll have your own Pink Ranger to play with. They can hang out with your Beanie Babies.
Let's say if there's any Beanie Babies you need, let me know. We can throw some of those.
Yeah, if you need some Beanie Babies or
Seriously,
something.
like I've got the old cats, and I don't have any bears. I hated the bears.
Amy, I know, right?
They're all the Beanie Baby cousins, so to speak, in Care Bear speak. Got Care Bears and then Care Bear cousins, because I don't have any bears. They're all other animals. But yeah.
One day we can get a close-up of 15-inch turtles. Oh, you talking about the big one?
Bye, Clancy.
There's one right there, and then there's one up here. It won't be today, but yeah, definitely soon, Cody.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Clancy, thank you so much. I don't think I said hi to you, man. Thank you so much for staying in, man. It's always good to see you. And pretty soon your package will be coming to you guys. All right, so here's Amazing Spider-Man number 16. Something about the ghost is coming up. Damn it. Need to get some kind of like buffer to keep those up there.
Grandma Fatality collects Beanie Babies. Well, Fatality are in the list too. If she's looking for any, let me know. I'll tell you if I got them.
Here's number 17. Some, it's got Mysterio and then some other random guy. I can't remember who it is. You just made my night. Well, the thing is, you guys make my night every time you come into the show. And it's just awesome to have you in here. So I just want to show my love and respect back to you guys. Issue 18 with what appears to be the Green Goblin's head. Just a badass cover. This is just one of those just badass looking covers. Thong, thank you, Mexico.
Oh, God, Gamer Man knows the song.
Number 19 right there with Venom coming out the looking glass. That's just a cool cover, too. Amazing Spider-Man number 19. This is one for anybody that wants to collect it. And then issue number 20, 100-page monster. This thing barely fit. Like, you can actually feel that it's tight inside the bag and board.
I think I have that one, Fizz Kid. I've got the Black Cat. If that's Midnight, I've got Black Cat. The Black Cat.
Just a cool, badass thing. And I love these big ones. I don't think they make comic books like this anymore where there's multiple stories.
You did not say hi to Clancy.
I did not. I'm sorry, man. You know I love you. But they don't make a lot of that. Basically, it's just, here's a story, buy it for $5, get the hell out of my shop. So there's number 20. And here's number 21 of the Amazing Spider-Man. Obviously fighting some kind of Spider Slayer back there. A bunch of Spider Slayers. Showdown with the Spider Slayers. Number 21. Number 22. Peter's fighting with some weird black costume and then some really drippy guy. Not sure what's going on there, but cool in general. Ron likes big ones. Yes, he does. And she collects guns, too. I think it's pretty illegal to send a gun through the mail.
Yeah, I think it is.
Pretty sure the covers look like what my brother would do to me. Issue number 23 with some molten man kind of guy. Not sure who that guy is. I don't remember. I don't remember.
I don't have any of the dragons. My sister has dragons, but she's not going to give those.
No. Issue 24, where he's fighting some weird green aliens. Not a clue. Issue 25 with some sparklies on the front. If you guys like your sparkly covers right there, issue number 25 is a double-sized issue. And look how sparkly it is. Look at it. Look at it. You're getting mesmerized. Another favorite Beanie Baby was Chinese Zodiac Dragon. Not a clue what that one is. Issue number 26. Some weird thing. I don't know what that is. Obviously, these aren't key issues at all. Issue 27, it's got a little cat shadow. There's some cat stuff going on. No Turtle Pop or NECA TMNT statue or plush TMNT. All the Turtle Pops are right here. All 4 turtles are right there. Shredder is up there somewhere. I don't remember where Shredder's at. Do you see Shredder?
He's up there somewhere.
Shredder is right here. That's his silvery face. As far as NECA, no, I don't have any of the NECA turtles. The only NECA figure I have is actually this one right here, which is Snake Plissken. Statues, working on it. Oh, and the owl, the wise owl. Ooh, sparkles. So there is issue number 27 with a black cat. Here we go. This is when it starts. This is when it starts getting into.
My name is La La La. Hello, Cargat.
What's up, Cargat?
I'll take it.
I can't remember the guy's name offhand.
Poe?
No. Damn, I can't remember his name. But issue number 28 was like the first appearance of, I can't remember the bad guy's name in it. But he was talking about how Peter Parker isn't the first...
Pickled pepper?
No. Isn't the first Spider-Man. There have actually been Spider-Men throughout all the ages. And he was just talking about... he was trying to teach him that he's about to evolve. So that's issue 28. 29, Mary Jane's sad. We're going to a Titanic artifact exhibit. Oh, that's awesome! Take pictures, tag me in it. I want to see it. Spider-Man look like he is twerking. Here is the annual number 2 from 2001. Kind of a cool cover. I think they're banking off the movie at that point. Now, this is when it gets pretty much to my favorite part of Spider-Man. These are the books that really seriously got me into it. Reading these right here, and I really want to find that guy's name because I can't remember the bad guy in it, and I gotta know. I'll talk about it in just a minute. So this is issue number 30, and this is some John Romita artwork on the front. Just awesome, just badass.
I'm good, Sir Danfro.
No, this is Campbell. I'm sorry, this is Campbell.
I've no harm.
But this just badass artwork on the top, and I gotta remember that guy's name. Dan Fro, what'd you do? Come in here and then just come back?
No, he cares about the way that I'm feeling.
Let's see here. I do care about your feelings.
That's why you yell at me.
I know, you like it.
No, I don't. I actually don't.
You put up with it. That means you like it.
Because I know that I could kill you in your sleep.
Yeah, but you don't. Because you want me to yell at you.
But I could. Maybe you should be careful. You shouldn't yell at me so much.
I gotta find this guy's name.
Start singing Tinky Winky. Tinky Winky.
I have seen that too, Freddy.
La la. Po. Never watched that show, but I love the theme song.
Yeah. We can tell. Let's see here.
What's the thing Young Mummy was bringing? Oh, booba. Creepy things.
Damn it! It's not going to be in this issue.
Oh,
I can't remember his name.
where have all the Teletubbies gone?
That baby's hot now.
She is. She's gorgeous.
Damn it! It's not in here. I can't remember his name. I think it started with a G. Grendel. Alright. thoughts on the new TMNT movie? The thing is, man, like, even when the first new TMNT came out, you just gotta watch it as its own.
My biggest issue...
I enjoyed it.
Megan Fox needs to freaking dye her hair red. She can have dark red hair, I don't care. But
Yeah.
it needs to be red. Some shade or semblance of red.
Is name Moreland here?
Papa, I don't know what that is, heroes. I do not know what that is.
I believe his name was Moreland for this particular character. I can't remember his name.
Your soul takes care of a lot of things.
Damn it.
Hire out the soul to do my midnight killings.
Agreed. I'm sorry I'm boring you guys. I really want to know.
Yeah, but your name is an April fatality. You're an amphibian, not an April. Gah.
I believe his name was Moreland. But of course I can't find it. Alright. We're just going to go with Moreland for right now, and I'll clarify it later. So, in issue 30, this started with...
but he's probably been sworn to secrecy, Kargat.
Yeah, have you checked out the porno? Have you checked out the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle porno with the porn star April O'Neil? She's actually a cosplayer. Google that right now.
I'm feeling better. He's still a little bit sick.
No, I'm still kind of sick. All right, so this is issue 30, and in it, Peter Parker meets an old man, and I can't remember his name. The old man basically tells him that this spider hunter is coming, and I believe the spider hunter was named Moreland. And what Peter Parker has to do is evolve. So here we go. This is issue 30. April O'Neil's a porn star. Google it, fatality, and then she'll probably end up being your sister or something. All right, so this is issue, where'd it go? 31. Yeah. Just a cool cover, amazing artwork on it anyway. And then this is all building up to Peter Parker's able to evolve. And here he is going back. The old man, I can't think of his name, shows him the Spider Temple and a few other things like that, talking about how he's going to evolve. And then in issue 33, which is this one right here. And this is the old man. This is the old man I was talking about. See him sticking to the wall because he is a Spider-Man. And this, if you guys want to read an amazing piece, this is when Moreland attacks Spider-Man. So there's Moreland up top right there. And basically, Moreland whoops Spider-Man's ass. I mean, terribly bad. He whoops his ass up and down all of New York. Spider-Man fights back a little bit.
Hero says, Google lay it down.
I'm busy.
Well, do it later. Or something.
Try to get to the... No, it's not a spoiler alert. This thing came out in 2002? No, 2001. There we go. There's some more of the ass whooping. So this issue basically just shows this huge, huge ass whooping that Moreland is taking down on Spider-Man. And it's an awesome cover. Just an amazing cover anyway. Just looks really, really good. Google says, Ezekiel. Okay, God, I could not remember. And issue 34 right there. Some more ass whooping and fights. This is a badass issue right here. Spoiler, female Shredder. Oh, no. Issue 35. Issue 35. Yeah. This one is where Aunt May finds out that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. He gets his ass whooped so bad by Moreland, and at the end of the point, Spider-Man basically goes home and collapses. At that point, Aunt May comes in, finds Peter Parker's torn up Spider-Man suit, finds that his bloody, beaten up body, and she knows that he is Spider-Man. And this is issue 35. This is a key issue in the Spider-Man series. Is it worth a lot? Not really. But to me, this story with Moreland and Ezekiel is awesome. It's so good. It's an amazing read. You can actually buy the trade paperbacks now. And that's what I suggest. Just go ahead and do it. It's a lot cheaper and it's a good read. And then this is issue 35. At that point, that's when September 11th happens, and they issued issue number 36, which is this one. This is the book. Sorry. This is the book This actual book is what spawned this collection.
It's better if you don't know J-Dub.
What do you say?
What else I'm having his soul do?
Oh, yeah, you're right. This particular book, in general, is what spawned this whole collection. Everything you see behind me exists because of this book. This is the September 11th Amazing Spider-Man book. And I'm not sure if any other comic book character did what they did in this. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know if Fantastic Four did or Avengers, but Spider-Man did. And it got me curious, so I read it, and from that, I started reading the Moreland, and then I went back, and it was alright, and then I went ahead, and it just got so good after it. Those first 25 issues, they're alright. But once it hit issue 30... it exploded. It was so good, so compelling, and so new. So, what I'll do, I can't open this one, but there's issue 36. And then I also, of course, because I'm crazy, I have 2 issues of issue 36. One's in a little bit better condition. So I'll open it, and I'll show you guys what this issue is about. 10-inch Turtles. Wow, 10-inch Mutant Ninja Turtles. Just saw the title.
No, your soul is mine. Memphibian. Memphibian Alley. I just made up another word.
So, it starts off with this. And this is just a compelling piece of artwork regardless. Because most of Marvel stuff is set in reality. You know, human beings, world in New York, Los Angeles, places like that. Spider-Man is set up in Queens. And so it starts off with this, you know, tremendous tragedy that just happened. And it's very compelling because as you read it, you see everybody is helping out because everybody, like, even though they're bad, they didn't want something like this to happen. So right here you have Dr. Doom and Kingpin and even Magneto trying to do what they can. And at the bottom, you see right here, Dr. Doom is actually crying. Like, that's very, very... moving stuff. And then as the book continues, it talks about more and more things, and Spider-Man does what he can, but it's just, you know, it's just not enough. There really is nothing that you can do. And of course you got Captain America. You got to have some Captain America in there. Donatello. Your soul is mine. And then at the end, the last page is, of course, all the actual hero, the true heroes are actually in front of the superheroes. You know, the firefighters, the paramedics, and the actual military force. Is, you know, so it actually is a very, very good. I mean, it's one of those issues like they don't do that. They don't make things like this anymore, and hopefully they don't ever have to again. It's still not Wednesday, bro. Yeah, but you know somebody's got to be bragging, right? All right, so let's move on. So after issue 35, which is, you know, when Aunt May finds out that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, this was apparently supposed to be issue number 36, but it ended up being issue 37. So this is issue 37, and I believe it was called, the title of this one was called No Words or Hush or something like that. Young mommy, your momminess, have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for stopping in, and have an awesome weekend. And we're about to wrap it up. I'm going to get through these last little bit, and then we're going to wrap up the brawl and get out of here. But this issue right here, to me, it was actually very, very moving because there are no words. There are 0 words in this book. And, I mean, you're talking, I haven't read this in over 10 years at least, maybe 12 years. But these books, I remember what happened because they are that damn good. They are cemented in my mind. But there are no words in this book. Basically, Peter Parker is struggling with trying to heal, and there's problems with Mary Jane. And then, of course, Aunt May knows. And at the end, Aunt May tells him that she knows. So it's called No Words or Hush or something like that. But an amazing issue. Bye, young mommy. You calm your loins, fatality. Yup, it's Friday. Here's issue 38.
Let us know if she gets better or she gets worse or all that mess, mommy. Let us know how she goes.
Issue 39. Yes, you do. That is a great.
How can you read of no words? Because picture tells 1,000 words.
And issue number 40. Just, I mean, the artwork alone is just badass in this. How can you read if no words? I don't know. So that's where we're going to stop with the comic book collection. And like I said, the way I want to do this. The way I want to do this is probably for the next couple of episodes, we're just going to do the comic book collection because I kind of need to. I want to show you guys what it is and how these things spawn. And I want to show that way. I got a actual registered log of this, and then that way I know where to start the collection again, so I can pick up key issues in other books anyway. So that's what I want to do. And if you guys don't like it, then don't tune in. But hopefully you do at least like checking it out. I know it's not a normal show, and I know that it's not informative, but hopefully you guys didn't fall asleep listening to me ramble on about comic books. Obviously, this chick over here is completely asleep because she's decided to mumble songs. But other than that,
it had to do with the pictures.
Braille.
The words.
There you go. It isn't even 2 a.m. Well, you should probably get to drinking, right? Did you hide the whiskey? Do you know where the whiskey's at, Ron? Did you take the necklace? Did you take the necklace to England?
Oh.
Yeah. I know,
Thank you,
heroes.
girl.
I know you're sleeping, man. I do apologize. We're gonna wrap it up. I know it's really late.
Hi, Flop.
Tried not to.
You got to do it one good time. Get it up.
I know. Get all that phlegm
Get it
out.
up while it wants to get up.
All right, guys, it is time to wrap it up. Spawn, you want to see some Spawn? Oh, yeah, it's Spawn Saturday or whatever you're going to make up next. Hey, right, my name's J-Dub. I got a really long beard, and I'm going to look around my room.
Hey.
Oh, look, I got a wall. It's Wall Wednesday,
His
right?
name is J-Dub, and he's creative.
Grace Slow, Love to See Me Comics. Honestly, just because I think the next couple episodes are just going to be comic related and stuff, and then we'll get back into the normal show stuff. Because I need to get organized with this, and maybe you guys like it, maybe you don't. I don't know. Freddie and I were at the comic book store, and we said hi. Awesome. Good night, Raven. Thank you, man. I haven't wrapped up the brawl yet. Yes, Trenzorg, you are very welcome, man. Let me tell you how this works, Trenzorg.
Yes, you should make sloppy joes tomorrow.
I was at a store and I saw a few pops, and I messaged Raven because I know he's a huge pop collector, and I said, "Hey, do you need any of these?" And he goes, "You know what? Get me that Wonder Woman, and then I want to send the Punisher to Trenzorg." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. You know what? Sure, I got to send something to Trenzorg anyway." So boom. So it made it a double package. It was a double win, man. But honestly, couldn't have gone to a nicer person. All right, it's time to wrap up the Ultra Random Brawl. Holy crap! Why do you guys keep tying things? All right, I'm not leaving until you guys somebody votes.
Somebody voted.
Somebody's got to vote.
Somebody just voted.
Nobody voted on my screen.
It's coming.
It hasn't voted here.
It's coming. Coming. There it goes.
Thank you, Raven. I shouldn't have to tell you this, but whatever.
You forgot the necklace. Shame.
Thong moves on thanks to Raven 6. So there you go. Thong moves on 13 to 12. Pickle almost made it. I would have liked to have seen Pickle in there, but on it, there you go. Thong, of course, moves on.
Oh, look at TMK trying to start a riot with "Don't Vote."
I believe he had a pickle.
Oh.
I think that's why. Because I believe Thong is actually that one guy, if I'm remembering right. No more votes for you guys. I mean, seriously, like, I don't see very many new names in here. You guys know the drill. When you get in, if you see a brawl, you should probably vote. Don't wait till the last second. Don't make me tell you. There you go. That one guy, I thought you were Thong. Moneymaker, this was not a good show. This was a craptacular show. I'm just glad it didn't end in disaster.
I think Moneymaker likes to see your stuff just as much as you like to see his stuff.
Hager! Oh my god! I'm about to get off, man. I do apologize.
He was in here earlier.
Was he?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
You said hi to him.
I forgot that his name's that. You gotta tell me that. I don't know who Christina Lopez is. I know who Hager's
goodness.
Locked is.
That's Hager. I knew it was you. Better.
Vote early, right? Yeah, duh. I mean, why would I have to tell you to do something
Vote
that you should
early,
already
vote
do
often.
regardless? You vote often, that's right. You said no leave if you're waiting for a
Aw.
vote. Oh, that's why you said it. Okay, I got you. Pineapple juice time. Yeah, I need to get some. Your show never crap, my guy. I don't know. I think that sometimes I don't know. I fault. And I try really not to.
Nick's right. It's kind of old school. It's kind of going back to how you used to do it.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's always good to have you in here, man. And, give your daughter an extra nerdy hug for me because you're raising her right.
She's adorable.
I think that for the next couple shows, I need to get through this comic book collection. If you guys like it, cool. If you guys don't, I'm sorry. But we will get back to the normal show probably in a couple weeks.
I think they like anything that you show them because they're nerds too.
Oh yeah, orange juice is better. No, conditioner is better. Shampoo is better.
If you get organic pineapple juice that even has the pulp and everything, it's actually got antibodies. So that orange juice doesn't have. So pineapple is actually very
leave
good
the hair
for you.
silky and smooth. Stop looking at me, Swan. I have a work excuse. Can I have a work excuse? Yes, you can, Cargot. We love you, and Ginger. Well, we love you back, Mr. I am everything. You're not fatality. You are everything.
He's Memphibianality.
Like I said, very knowledgeable.
Memphibianality. There, I got the word out.
There we go. Great, because I'm getting back into comics. I mean, comics is my first love. It's what I truly love. Blueberries are better. Yeah, Trendsor knew where I was going. Comics, I mean, that's what lines the wall over here, you know? I mean, that's what spawned this entire collection was comic books, and it's what I like. So I'm showing, wow, that sandwich.
That one guy wants your shower. It's actually a double-headed shower. I don't know if you could tell from the video or not, but he's got the rain shower head, and then it's got a removable shower head, too. So, yeah, he's got a cool shower head.
Nudie Magazine Day! You know, maybe if we ever... I mean, like, okay, we didn't get through one small box of comics tonight. Like, I still have, you know, probably maybe 25 more comics to get through one box of comics. And I have 10... We could do this for the next year.
Since you sit there and did Spidey art, how easy is this to take down so you can show it?
Show Spidey art. All right. Then I gotta go.
The coolest Spidey art ever.
It's my favorite. Show Spidey art right there. This is always displayed in the Nerd Cave. This was made by Mrs. Not Vinny. I'm not sure where she went, but right there. I absolutely love this. As soon as Vinny showed me a picture of what he has as his art, I was like, I want one of these. And this was made custom. There's only one in the entire world. It is a one of one. It is awesome. It is actually made by taking other pieces of comic book and cutting up in that shape. And it's just awesome and amazing. It actually is surrounded by other Spider-Man figures.
I still love looking at that thing.
Oh yeah, and it hangs,
awesome.
so I get to look at it every time that I'm in here.
And it's surrounded by your Spider-Man Marvel Selects.
I just said that.
I just said it again because I wasn't listening.
No.
I was looking at the art.
Hopefully that doesn't fall on your head, but it might. So that's fine.
That.
Is the shower... It's the show closer. Go time! Yes, it is. Why the show learns something new every time. I try. Hopefully you do. Hopefully, I don't know. Sometimes maybe I come across as boring, but hopefully tonight you guys did have fun. Maybe you learned something new. But that's all I got. I do appreciate you guys tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen.
That was art made by Mrs. Not
Ladies and gentlemen, I cough. My name is Jizzy. That is Side Chief. The Ginger Geist is over there being crazy as always. I will see you all on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe and be nerdy.
It's time to say goodbye right now.
It's a nerdy outback Trace point oh.
3.0.
Trace point oh, Trace point oh.
Beatbox.
No, Jada, I'm gonna get you knock some sense into me.
It's a nerdy effect.
Trace point oh, Trace point oh.
3.0.
It's the nerdy outback.
Nerdy effect.